So my first impression whenever I come to events like this is that I'm getting older and older because I see a lot of young talent that is coming up. But for me, any event like this is a learning opportunity because I get to see and hear a lot of exciting things, how technology is shaping the world. And the sessions this morning, the keynote speeches and the plenary session were very, very informative. So I find this very exciting, and I see a very strong future for the world, for the energy sector with our contributions. Nabors has been involved in the Middle East for a very, very long time. So we grew through acquisitions. So we acquired the first company in 1950s. So that was a company called Nadrico. And we started our presence in between Yemen, Saudi Arabia and UAE. And for the last 70 years, we have been working in this part of the world. And we transformed ourselves from having 3 rigs now to nearly 48 rigs just in Saudi Arabia. And we have a JV with Saudi Aramco called Sanad, which has been a great experience working for the Saudi Aramco as well. So I think that the fundamental way in which how drilling has happened has not changed in the last 100 years. But despite that, there has been significant amount of improvements when it comes to safety, efficiency, and recently in terms of sustainability on how the drilling is happening. And Nabors' approach is exactly the same. How can we provide value to our customers in the field of efficiency, in the field of safety, and drilling more sustainable wells? And our formula for this is automation. And the automation and digitalization ecosystem that we have created is really driving value for our customers across these 3 elements. Our value creation, as I said, is related to automation and digitalization. So we break down automation into 3 categories. The first one being machine automation, where we are working with robots so that we can do the task in an automated way using machines. The second piece is process automation. And process automation is breaking down the drilling process into discrete steps so that we can automate that. And the last piece is advisory automation, which is using data to drive better decisions in real time and after the well has been drilled. So all the products that we have, whether that is the Razor product, which is the red zone robotics for machine automation, we're going to be deploying that later in the year in Saudi Arabia. Process automation we have already deployed. In fact, we were awarded a contract in the Middle East from a major national oil company to provide process automation. And we're also working for some of the OFS peers to provide process automation. And through our Rig Cloud platform, we are also deploying and we are providing data analytics and using our partner apps to have a complete digital ecosystem. So I think there's a lot to celebrate when it comes to the drilling industry. The drilling industry, despite the challenges of geopolitical, the macro challenges, and the transition challenges, we have achieved a whole lot. But I think if I'll go back and see the next 5 years, in addition to what I said in terms of automation and digitalization, I think one of the big needle movers is going to be generative AI. And why do I say that? Because generative AI is one of the key things that is able to combine huge amounts of data. It's able to combine the elements of physics-based and engineering-based models, and finally the human creativity. And when you combine all these 3 things together, I think the value that we will be able to unlock is going to be immense. So I'm really keen to see how generative AI will help making our drilling process even more successful. Middle East is a huge growth engine, not just for Nabors, but for the industry. It's one of the most stable places in terms of oil production. And it is so good to see it's also leading the energy transition. And as we heard this morning from the CEO of Aramco, this is what is driving his company's vision. And we are grateful to be part of this transition and in the growth that we will see in the future. So thank you very much.